today. We're super happy to have you in this interview. So I understand you're interested in a management position here at Chili's. Is that correct?
Yes, I am very
Okay, cool.
interested in
And
that.
so I know that you've been working here for about a year, and I just want to ask you a few questions about qualifications and background and how you feel that you would fit in as a manager.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. So first of all, have you been working at this Chili's for a year, and or do you have any other waitressing or service experience in a different company, restaurant, or any other businesses?
Yeah, I worked at another restaurant at a Chili's at a different area. I worked there for about 4 months and I've been here for a while now. So altogether, I think it's about a year. Before that, I was in a service at another restaurant.
Okay. So do you enjoy the service industry, like waitressing and doing some of those tasks?
Yeah, it was a surprise that I liked that, but I really like my coworkers and the bosses. The support system here is really good. And if you have any issues, people are really happy to help. And they're happy to text to communicate with me, which I really like. It is challenging to have a deaf person come in and work with at a customer service place, but it was really a good experience for me.
I'm glad that you figured out a way to communicate with customers that's successful. Um, so, do you enjoy working with people and interacting with people, like kind of a people person?
Yes, I'm always happy. I really like connecting with people and seeing them smile. That makes me happy. I really do enjoy
What's
that
your favorite
connection.
part of being a waitress?
I like that it's busy. I it bothers me when my work is boring, so I like that there's always something to do. It's like a challenge to remember all of the different tables and what they want, and the people are nice. I really do like just talking with people and having those connections. Especially the people that like to regularly come see me and have me as their waitress. That connection is just awesome to have.
That's awesome. So, for the management position, it's a little bit different than waitressing. You have a little more responsibility, and you're not so much serving customers in the same way, and you have more responsibility with controlling or taking care of the area and managing other people. How do you feel that you're qualified for this position?
So up until now, I've worked really closely with the managers. So I've seen what they do and how they handle situations. From all these different ideas, I think I have a good way to handle the problems that could arise. Even now, other waitresses are always coming to me and asking for questions, and I'm happy to tell them and give them advice on what to do. So I feel like I already have taken sort of that leadership role for the waitresses. And I'm hoping that maybe having this good connection will make it to where other people won't want to quit.
So what would you want your schedule to look like? Like you want full time or part time, and like days, nights? Do you have a preference on those things?
Yes, I would like to have a full schedule. Typically, I would like Monday through Friday. And I don't mind it changing if it needs to. But I do like to have fun on the weekend. So maybe have those off would be good. And working nights is okay with me as well.
Okay, I think that's definitely doable. Um, so if you had an employee, so I'm just going to give you a situation really fast. And if you had an employee who has received a lot of complaints from customers and wasn't meeting expectations, they weren't really doing what they're supposed to do, maybe they're kind of lazy, how would you go about solving that problem? What kind of things would you do to make that go away?
Who's complaining? Is it the clients or the worker?
The other, or complaints from customers. So customers didn't like an employee and the employee themselves weren't meeting your expectations.
I guess I would handle that with some patience. I would want to talk to them about what they're doing. Try to ask them some questions about is everything okay with them? Are they under a lot of stress? And just ask about their mental state. I want to ask about specific situations that occurred and what happened. I want to be able to hear both sides of the story. Maybe they need to have less tables and they just can't handle having so many at once. Maybe lessen that workload on them and see if that helps them.
Yeah, I think that's a really great way to handle the situation. Um, so what if you were having a customer who was really upset with one of your workers and your worker didn't know how to handle it? How would you intervene in that situation to try and solve the issue?
If the customer is really upset and the server is just sort of in shock, I would just want to be able to help fix the problem, let them work with me, and help them in that way. I can't just sit back and watch something happen.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. So you have been with us for a while, so you kind of know our system and our menu. Is there anything that you would like to improve if you started as a manager here?
I would want to add more like hmm, alcohol drinks. There's not enough alcohol drinks. The parents will get a drink and the kids want something too, but there's nothing that they can have. So maybe like a non-alcoholic drink for them would be nice to add. I love everything here. But maybe we could add some more healthy options for like a vegetarian or something like that. I think it'd be nice to add like 3 or 4 new healthy options, but still keep everything else the same. I really want our consumers to be happy.
Yeah, that's I think a really good goal to have. Definitely healthier options would be really great. Um, and I think it's good that you were bringing that up. So, uh, why are you interested in continuing to work here and being a manager instead of a server?
Like I mentioned, I think I have a position to really impact a lot of the other workers here. I'm building really good relationships with all of them and making sure that they're all okay and asking if I can support them in any way possible. Want some more experiences. I'm also interested in the money controlling aspect of it. I know everything. I've experienced everything in serving. So I'm ready to sort of take that step up for the next big change.
So you mentioned about finances that you'd like to help with some of those. Do you have any background experience working for like a financial company or any kind of training in financial issues at all?
Yes, I worked at an insurance company working in the money department for quite some time. We used like an Excel sheet. That's how things were done in that program.
Okay, awesome. Did you go to college and learn any of that stuff, or is that just from that job that you had as a human resource agent?
Both. I did go to business school, which had a lot of different classes with finances. There was like a business encouragement class for how to build up a new business and how to deal with money on a new business. And yes, in my profession, we had some more classes and stuff, but it was mostly working with that company and having the experience there. But yes, the money
Okay,
part
that's
was my
awesome.
responsibility.
That is really good to know, and I think that you're very qualified to do that then. So we can definitely figure out a way to have you involved in the financial department of Chili's while you're working here. Um, so do you have a
Yes.
time that you can describe where you were assigned a task and then you went above and beyond what you were expecting?
I need to think about that for a second. Um, right now, I volunteer for a national agency of the deaf, and my job is to do different workshops. So I have all those connections with different people and presenters. I give all of the presenters information and I'm constantly in contact with them, or they'll email me to ask questions about the workshops. I don't like to answer emails too fast. Some people will wait a day or two before they respond, and that's not me. I want to answer right away. I don't want to leave somebody in waiting. I think that shows my work ethic.
Okay, that's great. That's a very good example. Thank you. So Thank you so much for coming today. If you have any questions, please let me know, but we think that you are extremely qualified for this position, and we will let you know when we make a decision. So it could be a few days to about a week, but thank you so much for coming. I'm really glad you were here.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity and having a
Have a good
moment to
day.
talk to you. I hope to hear from you soon.